Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, rebounding, and comes to be a common question. And Rick, step in if you want to. You got any ideas about this? But for me, rebounding is this. I think emphasis is really important on rebounding. Okay, I think it's really important. Now, people say, let's look at offensive rebounding. Let's say 5 out. Okay, how are you going to offensive rebound with 5 guys out here on the perimeter? Well, when you sit there and you watch and we go live, look and see how many people are actually around the goal. And then the next thing I would say about that is like Sean Courtney was like the leading offensive rebounder. He's not here, but he was our 5-man, and he was 6 foot, which is severely undersized at our level. I mean, we have most point guards are 6 foot in the league, much less a 5-man. But there's a few reasons I think that he led the league in offensive rebound, was such a good rebounder. One, I think he's active and he went after it. You got to have a guy with, a heart for the ball, and he did have that. But here's what I saw on film all of the time. If we're running dribble drive and you take your best rebounder, I mean, here's their job. They sit in the corner, right? And if you drive, they go to that block. They drive, you come over here. You always know where he is. I mean, I think you're killing an offensive rebounder by putting him in a spot in any offense where they got to be stagnant. So we take our 5-man, and you might be boxing them here one time, and the next possession you might box them here, and the next possession you have to box them there. And take a 5 or a 4-man, that's a heck of a thing to have to do, is box guys everywhere on the floor. On top of, we got some other good guys with a nose for the ball. Teddy and Graham and Teak are guards. I think they're really good rebounders. And one of the reasons is that I think when watching film is if they cut hard, they engage a defender who is taking away a cut, and when that shot goes up, I see the ball and the defender doesn't. They're guarding my cut. And there's so many times where I've got an advantage to the ball because I see it and they don't. And I think if you guys continue to cut hard, that they're going to find offensive rebounding opportunities because they're engaging defenders and allowing themselves to free up their feet and see the ball before the defender does. So the rebounding seems to be like a common question, and I didn't really know how to answer it at first because I love the rebounding out of it. I mean, go set up that rebounding drill in your practice. I mean, if you put a guy here, 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 and here, go box him out, you can get that done. Well, now let's just send them all over the floor, cutting, screening, and doing all kinds of action. Now box them out. I think it's a positive where some people are kind of like, well, where do you rebound out of this? I think it's perfect for offensive rebounding.